Did you know that 1 in 5 teachers are forced to get a second job due to their low annual salaries? According to an article by CNBC and Tala Hadavi titled 2020 has shown a light on the importance of good teachers, but many are paid less than a living wage in the U.S. Teachers are some of the most influential individuals in children's lives, but their salaries don't seem to reflect this. They continue to receive low pay, and something about this needs to change. With that being said, I believe that teachers should have increased annual salaries in today's society. Recently, 2 good friends of mine graduated from universities with degrees in elementary education. The main concern they had about starting their careers is the pay. Even though they are both very kind individuals and went into teaching as a way to help others and not necessarily for the pay is still a very concerning subject for them. This led me to start researching the facts behind teacher pay, and I was very surprised at the information on the subject at hand. By increasing salaries for teachers and educators, we can reduce the teacher turnover rate, raise student performance, and bring more qualified candidates to the profession. First, we will start off by discussing the high turnover rate for teachers and what is causing it. According to an article by Desiree Carver-Thomas and Linda Darlin Hammond titled Teacher Turnover, Why It Matters and What We Can Do About It, about 8% of teachers are leaving the profession annually each year to pursue other jobs or lines of work. On top of this, another 8% are switching to different schools. This puts the children in a difficult learning space because when so many teachers are leaving or changing, it puts a lot of pressure on the new teachers to perform. The same article also provides a graph for reasons teachers are leaving, and financial reasons was a cause stated by about 18% of teachers. These statistics are very concerning, and you should be aware of them. By continually having low salaries for our teachers, many are leaving the profession of teaching altogether, leading to a low retention rate for our teachers. Along with the low retention rate for teachers, the low salaries are also heavily linked to poor student performance. Student performance can be directly affected and impacted by teacher consistency. In an article by Denise Marie Ordway from the Journalist's Resource titled Raising Public School Teacher Pay, what the research says: by raising teacher and educator pay by as little as 10%, high school dropout rate can decrease by 3 to 4%. By having these extra students in school, they can become more successful not only academically, but socially and emotionally as well. Staying in school allows these students to develop the necessary life skills to help them navigate their lives ahead. If someone found out you were an education major in college, the first thing that they tend to say is, "Oh, so you don't care to get paid well." This statement can be very discouraging to many people, especially when they're young and still trying to figure out what they want to do with their life. With a higher annual salary, education as a career choice is more appealing to a larger audience of people and therefore could pull in some outstanding candidates for educators who might shy away from the profession otherwise. This can be described in an article by Salima Jasani and Julie Crookston from the Baines Report at the University of Texas titled Teacher Pay, Part 1. Why increase teacher pay? The article directly describes the relationship between higher salaries and competition among educators. The value of higher salaries at schools contributes directly to higher reputations and in turn attracting the best candidates for those teaching jobs. By now it should be pretty apparent that teachers are very underpaid in our society, which leads to other issues as well. In fact, in almost every U.S. state, the average salary for teachers is lower than the average overall salary for all jobs. As stated by the article, teachers in the U.S. face low pay relative to their level of education from usfacts.org. The only state in which teachers are paid more than the average salary for every other job is in Hawaii. What is most surprising is the fact that almost all teachers have 4-year degrees and many also have obtained master's degrees. To raise awareness and change this issue, it is important that you look into your local legislations and see what they are doing about this issue. I encourage you to support the legislations that also support raising wages for teachers. By working to increase the salaries in our communities, we can work to decrease the turnover rate, increase our student performance, and bring in more individuals who are qualified and passionate about educating others. The world will always need teachers to continue helping prepare our next generation's kids. So will you do your part in changing the pay for these educators?